I am tripping. Sorry. Next thing I wanted to talk about was something that I didn't know was going to happen. And maybe it's because I'm out of the loop because I'm not at work, but I work for the movies, right? So for those of you who don't know, back in 2020, 22, 23, something like that, Taylor Swift had her Eras tour on the big screen at the movies. This only played for like a week. It was like a handful of shows, not like too much. But it did extremely well. Like tickets sold out within minutes. Like I'm talking like Avengers level of when the tickets went on sale, ashes crapped or apps crashed. I literally found this out. It was so pressing that from what I understood from the little bit that was from the one message that was in my work like group chat, from what I understood, corporate themselves put up the showtimes. Normally they send us an email. They're like, hey, you are booked for this. And then the manager or whoever posts up those showtimes and then puts them up for sale. A few days later, tickets go live. You can now buy your tickets, right? And it's normally like what one of my jobs is, as well as my boss's job, is to determine what the best showtime is for our location. We have that ability. It looks like corporate just straight up took it into their own hands and said, we're going to do it. Like, this is so important to us based on what the last Taylor Swift thing did. Based on that, this is what's so important. Let me tell you, you see these times, right? This is similar to how many showtimes we have for like a Spider-Man movie, an Avengers movie, Avatar. I'm sure when Avatar comes out later this year, we might have this many showtimes, if not a little bit more. But this is for Taylor Swift's release party. Oh, and then also the nerve of these corporate fucking suits, right? They had us, our first showtime was at 8:30 in the morning without consulting anybody. They're like, hey, you, every theater is going to have 8:30 a.m. showings. Thank God for my boss having the backbone to be like, no. It means that like opening manager is there at like 6 a.m. for the movies, for a theater. Now with that Eras tour thing that I talked about earlier, now my area where I live in the Central Valley of California, not very, of course there's Taylor Swift fans everywhere, but to come out and spend, X amount of dollars on a movie ticket to come and watch a concert, probably not a lot of people are going to do that, right? People here want to watch a movie. Our Taylor Swift showings, our first showing of IMAX Ring did incredibly well. It did incredibly well. I believe it like actually sold out. There was a ton of people there, but there was diminishing returns. Almost every showing after that just dwindled until we were still forced to have like 6 shows a day and each of them doing maximum 10 people. From a business standpoint, that's just a waste of space, right? Like I could be playing anything else. Now, of course, this is coming out in early October where there's not a lot of competition, but Taylor Swift is having the official release party of a party of a showgirl to hit theaters. This is going to include her music video premiere. This is also going to, I read here in Variety, that it will include lyric videos for other songs on the album and never before seen personal reflections about those new songs. The tickets are only going to be $12. That's pretty neat. And it's going to run only from the 3rd to the 5th. Now the Eras tour was like 2 weeks. I believe we showed it. But the second week was like half of the showtimes. But please correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't quite remember. It's a long time ago for this old man. I think this is kind of ridiculous. I'm not gonna lie. I think we have hit the point of diminishing returns on Taylor Swift. Now, is that blasphemous to a Taylor Swift fan? Perhaps. I am not one. There's some songs of hers that are undeniably fucking bops. There are some songs of hers that are just great, right? But this is not a concert. This is not a live performance of new music. This is not even a series of 20 music videos or something like that. This is just behind the scenes footage of one music video being shown and then the music video being shown. And then it doesn't even say, I will bring to attention here with this article, it's lyric videos for other songs on the album. It does not say all songs. You are not even getting like a full like listening party to the new album. Like $12, sure, that's less, but am I crazy in thinking that this is just like taking advantage of like delusional fans? Of course it's going to sell well. Of course it's going to. It's $12 a ticket. It's 2 days only. Taylor Swift fans go fucking crazy, but is this not a bit like predatory? Like, what are you truly getting? You're getting shit that's going to be uploaded on YouTube like probably within the week that you could have watched for free. You're going to get behind the scenes footage. And then the thing that pisses me off about Taylor Swift the most is that she talks about stuff like this is a selling point. Swift's never before seen personal reflections about her new songs. How fucking pretentious is that? And I'm a fan of Childish Gambino, and Childish Gambino is one of the most pretentious musical artists of the generation. I am not above being a delusional fan of music. Aren't Taylor Swift songs just like personal? Please enlighten me. You know, her music doesn't have anything to do, you know, of course, maybe Life of a Showgirl is different. Music has not come out yet. I don't know. But based on her 11 album, like, history, is her music really that serious? You know, like, isn't it just incredibly, like, personable or, like, personal music? It's the meme. It's a bit overdone, but there's the meme of her music being, you know, about a lot of her love life. But then also I know she has music about like where she felt like suicidal or something like that. I'm sorry if I'm misunderstanding. I don't have the whole picture, but the absolute self-importance here that's displayed here to put that she has never before seen fucking personal reflections, like that's a selling point. That's so, I just feel like that's taking such advantage of your admittedly delusional fans. I really don't like that. However, for someone that works at the movies, this is cool. This is going to do business. I think we are like moving towards an era where a lot more of these things, these kind of things, are going to be on the big screen as theaters struggle to find ways to get more and more people in their seats. You know, they can raise up ticket prices all they want to, but if, you know, if theaters aren't selling out because people just aren't showing up, then at the end of the day, they're not going to make any money. I'm going to be out of a job, you know? So I don't mind them trying new things. I think this is cool. It's only 89 minutes, which means it's going to, you know, you have time to fit in a shit ton of showings, lyric videos, one music video in 89 minutes. It's gonna be one music video in 89 minutes that you get the exclusive privilege to witness Taylor Swift's greatness for $12 fucking a ticket. Let me know if you have any thoughts on this. If not, then fuck it. You know? It's 2 days, and I'm happy for Taylor Swift fans, and I'm sure they're going to be able to listen to some of the new music with like-minded individuals, and it'll be fun for them. I just really had to get that off of my chest. I really did. Modern day, Demon Slayer is one of the highest fucking beloved animes ever. But that movie that just came out, Infinity Castle, thank God I was on vacation, but that shit opened to $70 million at the box office in the States. That's crazy. That's like 5 years ago, I would have never thought that. It was a rated R anime that made $70 million opening weekend. That's crazy. Like Leroy had mentioned, we had K-Pop Demon Hunters, which had, I think it was like a $30 million weekend or something like that. It was nuts. It was bananas. And now we got this thing like Taylor Swift. You know, I don't know that the previous music listening generation would have ever went to a concert, but it's just showing of just the evolution of the kinds of things that are doing well, that people are interested in, that people are willing to spend their ever shrinking dollar to go watch. And I think it's really like interesting, and it's really makes me nervous, but it's also, like I said, interesting to see what happens next? Even Prince, I don't know if you guys know this, but we had like a couple shows, one show a day of Prince. There was a Sign of the Times concert that he did like a long time ago, and we played it. It was upscaled to IMAX, and we showed it in IMAX. And while it didn't sell out, one show did like 70 people, 70 boomers came to watch a Prince concert, the IMAX screen. And I just feel like you put like a Bad Bunny concert, you know, you put Drake on the big screen. You know, I don't know if Drake is the showman that's required to create, you know, that kind of atmosphere, but you know, you put a Weekend concert on the big screen. You know, I'm sure these things would do great. It's just insane. WWE pay-per-views are now shown at the movies. They don't make a lot of money, they don't do well, but now that they're on ESPN Select or whatever the fuck it's called, maybe they will. Yeah, it's super interesting.